What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Tina Parker Show. It's Sunday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are moving your body today. Ladies, we're talking about some fire today. This one is for any woman that has been allowing everyone to have access to them. Okay? Uh, this is going to be straight fire, and you need to hear this. We're living in a world, though, where women are waking up to their fire, waking up to their worth, waking up to their divine assignment. And when that happens, your circle shrinks. If you're coming in, say hi, tell me where you're joining from. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with another woman that is maybe stuck, okay, maybe in survival, maybe too nice, giving men all the access. This is for her.
Welcome to the Tina Parker Show, where we burn the bullshit, speak the truth, and build brands that break chains. I'm Tina Parker, spiritual badass, truth teller, and the woman who turns pain into purpose. If you're ready to lead with fire, heal out loud, and drop the damn mic, you're home.
You're not becoming arrogant, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. You're becoming aligned. Your identity elevates your environment. That's who you are. Here's what the price of access looks like. Okay, every powerful woman eventually learns not everyone gets access to the upgraded version of you. All right? You can't carry old relationships into a new identity. Old conversations don't match your new calling. Old environments don't support your future assignment. And old energies can't survive in elevated atmospheres. There's been times I've given access to everyone, like unlimited, and my phone, my time, my energy, my loyalty, but I was overdrafting my spirit. That's what we do. It drains us, it takes away our power, um, it we don't want to give it away. Okay, ladies? Access has got to be earned through alignment and not history. That's what's up. That's what this episode is about. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay? When you rise your identity, okay, that's what we're doing, ladies. We're elevating. When you rise your identity, God will shrink your circle. Not because you're better, not because it is because you're becoming, okay? You're becoming the woman that you were divinely meant to become. Welcome back to my show. Today, I'm giving you a message that might sting at first. Okay, ladies, it might be a little rough. All right. But if you just settle in, it will actually free you, and you'll feel freedom knowing that you don't have to respond to everyone. You don't have to give access. Okay, this is for the woman who's been evolving, but still feels guilty for outgrowing people. The woman who's changing, but still apologizes for the changes. The woman who's rising feels bad that she doesn't fit in her old circle anymore. Okay, that's you. I'm here to tell you the truth. There is a price for access to you now. And that is not ego. It's evolution. You're changing. You're evolving. And you know what? To be honest, I just feel like it's hard that society has kind of evolved us that the way not to rise, but to help make us feel like we need to give energy to everyone. You know what I mean? Cheap. Okay? Women are raised to be available. This is how it's I think this society has done the same with guys. They're making, you know, a lot of men are weak. They're not in their masculine energy. Okay? So we're going to change that. If we rise, ladies, okay, this is the truth. If we rise, hopefully, and we stop giving access to these weak crumbs, breadcrumbs, then it will cue the guys like, I've got to step it up. You know what I'm saying? But we were raised to be available, emotionally available, spiritually available, energetically available, available to fix, soothe, or save. How many of you have been the type of woman that have tried to save a man? I've been there. Okay. I'm like, I know he's good inside. I'm going to save him. No, he's got to save himself and then, circle back around if it aligns and it's supposed to work out, it'll work out. But the thing nobody told you is this: availability is expensive, and the more you rise, the higher the price becomes. Think about it. You've healed, you've grown, you've raised your standards, you've poured into yourself, you've cried, you've rebuilt. You've survived things that would have destroyed a weaker woman. Okay, and now that you're becoming the woman God, Yahweh, has been shaping you into, you're still trying to give people access to the version he already retired. You can't have that. Okay? When God elevates your identity, he will eliminate your distractions. He will shrink your circle. He will remove people that drain you. He will silence voices that confuse you, and he will distance you from environments that no longer align with your assignment. This isn't punishment, it's protection. Okay? We need to protect our peace, protect our legacy, our kids, our purpose. There are people you weren't strong enough to walk away from, possibly, so God walked them away from you. Boom. That's powerful. Even, we all need to hear that sometimes. And you called it a loss, but Yahweh called it alignment. You ever notice how the moment you start healing, the friend who loved drama suddenly gets quiet? Why is that? Because healed women don't feed chaos. She wasn't built for peace. How about family? Might tell you, you're acting different. But you're not acting different. You're acting delivered. You're acting, no, I've elevated. Okay? I've evolved. Maybe your ex liked you better insecure, because insecure women are easier to control. But the new you, oh, she's dangerous and she knows her worth. It got me thinking as I was putting this together about, honestly, the church. Many churches. I don't know what. I've been to a lot of churches, but I was a child when I went to all these other churches. But the LDS church specifically, I feel like they want women to be soft, like passive, like don't use your voice type. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that we're powerful. I've been thinking about all these things that I noticed that didn't align with who my mom raised me to be. And I feel like they have you suppress your fire. To be honest, that's kind of what it is. You're suppressing your fire. You might even feel guilty as a mom because you're no longer overgiving. You're not withdrawing love. You're modeling some new boundaries, okay? Your daughter learns from your standard. Your son learns from your self-respect. That's important, okay? I want to free you from something right now. You're not cutting people off. So don't worry about that, okay? You're cutting off cycles. We are cutting this generational cycle of weakness, okay? And you're not being mean. You're being mature. You're not being distant. You're discerning. Who gets my time? Who gets access to me? And you're not harder to reach. You're just harder to misuse. Okay, a lot of women are just being used. But I do think there's a lot of women that are like raising their standards, and they're increasing their fire inside of them. Okay, this is what becoming looks like. Or we could say evolving. Okay, becoming is uncomfortable. Becoming is unfamiliar. Becoming means losing people who were committed to the old you and gaining people who celebrate the new you. You have to let go of the old garbage to get the old garbage. You have to let go of things to get the new things. Okay, it's kind of like too when we get rid of clutter in our home or things that we don't use anymore. If you want to open up the universe to give you more, you have to be willing to release things. It's energy. It's energy. Everything is energy. You don't need more friends, you need more alignment. You don't need more social circles. You need more spiritual discernment. You don't need more validation. You need more vision. Your future has requirements. Your calling has prerequisites. My tongue is frozen. Prerequisites. And your identity shift demands a new circle. Here's the requirements of your next level, okay? Requirement number 1, fewer voices. Elevation requires peace, not noise. Requirement 2, better boundaries. Not everyone gets proximity. History doesn't equal access. To someone that might be like, they've had all this history with you. That doesn't equal access. Sorry, especially if you've evolved and they haven't. Okay, high integrity. Number 3, if it drains you, it disqualifies itself. Requirement 4, conversation currency. If the conversation doesn't grow you, you will outgrow it. Requirement 5, aligned relationships. Relationships must yield returns, not withdrawals. It should be a win-win. Okay, I don't believe in just being a taker. Okay, it's got to be a win-win situation. This is not selfishness. This is, leadership. High value woman identity shift. Let's talk about it. Okay, a high value woman doesn't disappear. They just become selective. You're not rejecting people. You're protecting purpose. You're not isolating yourself. You are incubating identity. That's good. You are not cold. You are called. People want the old you. They were benefiting from your brokenness, your survival mode time frame, But the new you, she's too healed, too focused, too connected to Yahweh, and too small for everyone. Or to stay small, okay? She's too connected to God, Yahweh, to stay small for anyone, okay? Here's the rising call. If something in you has been shifting, you've been feeling disconnected from people who you once loved. If you've been craving silence, if you've been losing interest in old spaces, if you've been feeling God, Yahweh, tugging you inward, listen to me. You're not breaking, you're becoming. You're not losing people, you're losing patterns. You're not being abandoned, you're being aligned. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. That's good, isn't it, ladies? And here's the final call to rise, okay? It's time to stop apologizing for your evolution. It's time to stop explaining your boundaries. It's time to stop shrinking your fire. It's time to stop giving access to people who haven't earned the right to have a seat at your table. The price of access has changed, and the woman you've become is worth it. I want you to know that I love you and I honor you. I see you, and I'm proud of the woman you're rising to. This is your season of identity. This is your season of selection. This is your season of becoming. And I want you to remember that faith builds it. Fitness fuels it. Finance expands it, and freedom protects it. Don't forget to subscribe to the Tina Parker Show and connect with me. Everything is in the show notes. If you have any questions, if if I can help you in any way, message me. You'll probably have to tell me that you're rising because I can't give access to breadcrumbs. Got it? Have a great day, you guys. Love you.